I'll give you this. I'm gonna pass the torch to you. You keep this fire burning. So that's where that line always. Every time I rhyme, I say I keep this fire burning. That's from Rob.
Nice.
He said that to him.
I was like, no, I can't do that. I was like, no, don't do that to me. I can't. Like, we got younger cats. I was thinking about you. You know, I'm like, there's other cats you can get. No, you're ChillTown. You're here. This is you. I'm like, all right, cool.
And he got real serious.
Yeah.
Real serious with his writing and his performing.
So that took you to another level.
Yeah. Like, I was like, I guess.
It's a great endorsement.
I gotta carry this.
Because you looked up to Mr. Mandolph and
I looked up
BZ.
to him. I looked up to you. I looked up to Benzo.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, well, him passing the torch, because after you left, the torch was passed to Benzo. The ChillTown torch. Now, mind you, not just hip-hop, Maui hip-hop. I'm talking about the ChillTown torch. So he left. Benzo had the torch. Benzo was on his way out anyway, and he just wanted to go out with a bang. So we did this in front of DJ Glove.
And he did.
And it was like a proud dad moment. Literally, he's watching me, and he's looking at me from there. I remember rhyming, and then he's just standing there like, and I did in the show, and then after we're packing up, he told me that. He's like, hey man, you know, once I leave, the torch is passed to you. The fire, you need to keep this fire burning for ChillTown here.
That's unbelievable.
I was like, what?
I didn't hear about that until later. I didn't know that happened.
It was a trip. So I was like, okay, all right. I guess I got to keep this going.
So there's so many things too numerous to even talk about. That's ours again. We could do that in another podcast. But this is leading up to, and the whole point of this podcast was going from zero to the beginning of ChillTown. And so we're going to end this podcast on this note, right? This era that we're ending on is probably 90, 91, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah?
91, 92, I
92.
think. Yeah.
You leave.
Yeah, I leave to California.
Rob Beasley leaves. You got your own, you're set, and you're on your ascension to greatness.
Well, I wouldn't say greatness.
I've told this. I'll say it in front I'll say it in front of anybody in the world, right? I will be your DJ, playing your tracks with you on the microphone, anywhere in the universe, and I got nothing to worry about. I got nothing to have.
Unless I don't rehearse.
No, dude, I got nothing to worry about. He got so many songs, I'm not even worried. And he's always come straight. You always got your stuff rehearsed. You always got your lines perfect.
I learned, so I know where I mess up on certain tracks. It's cool that you're there and you help me catch back up.
You have. I just wanted to give you your flowers, man.
I
know we've had
you
this.
give me my flowers every time, bro.
And it's important to me. It's important to me. I give you your flowers. It's important to me that I give you your flowers.
Yes, sir.
It's super important.
Yours too.
Because I, being a successful DJ,
Air quotes.
would not be in the position that I am, playing in New York City, fulfilling my dream of being in New York City and being a professional DJ, had it not been for every one of your contributions.
I'd have to say the same thing for me.
Word.
You know, to move on to California and pursue my career, and just like Blast, to go to New York and pursue his career. All of this all stems from ChillTown. It all stems from just the camaraderie of ChillTown.
Right.
Something that, like I tell everybody, we were just kids, man. We just liked hip hop, and there was a lot of people that were into reggae and Hawaiian.
Right.
We liked rap. We liked hip hop, and
Not just the music, though.
the culture, the whole
culture
element
of
of
it. Yeah.
hip hop. We loved it, and to now be called the first family or the forefathers. It's amazing to me, you guys. It really is. I hope you guys feel the same way, because we were just kids. It started with me and him on a CB talking about do you like to him running into me out of school to going to his dad's house, and we both got on punishment for a couple weeks before we was even able to hear the song again and to say, you know what? Yeah, that's a hot one.
We got something.
Ready to go do clap your hands for brown bags. You know?
And you know what? My whole, and I don't know if it's for you guys, but I can share this, that my whole career, I've always been, from the very beginning, I see somebody DJ, I see somebody rap, I see somebody make music, I see somebody do something, and I go, wow, that's great. Maybe I can do that. Try. Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. I can do it. 10,000 hours. Yes, and it was one of those things where it's just like, I see it, I want to do it, let's do it. You know what I mean? And it's that cool, not easy, but it's that cool, like, that hip-hop gave to me when I'm watching the cats in New York in those early days. From nothing, creating something incredible. And I was telling Mr. Mandolph this last night. For me, I had no choice. I had no choice. Once I heard Planet Rock, I had zero choice in the matter. This was happening, and I was going to make it happen no matter what. It's happening. Nobody can tell me a damn thing. As soon as I can, I'm getting the drum machine. As soon as I can, I'm getting turntables. And my friends, why, hey, what are you, Grandmaster Flash? I'm proud of where my career has taken me. I'm proud of you guys. And this has been, I haven't heard 90% of these stories before in my life.
That's crazy.
That's crazy to me.
I thought you did.
And I'm so glad that we were able to do this. Later, and another time, we definitely want to hear all about your career in California. What you did after ChillTown and all the amazing things you did in those years in California. We definitely want to talk about all the amazing things that you did with your Paia crew. How many albums?
3 solo, a bunch of collabs.
Yeah, so you got to talk about that. Talk about all your albums and your performances, the people you work with. And there are so many other
I
people.
didn't really work with anybody except for these cats.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Well, they don't know about our little collab that we did. We did
We got
maybe
a
about
couple joints. Huh?
7, 8 years ago.
What?
Yeah, we got a house joint.
What?
Where is this?
I lost
Son of
everything.
a-
you have a copy of it?
I'll dig it up.
I'm sure.
Take it up.
Hot damn.
You need to
sure.
dig it up. So before we go, and we're going to do multiple parts of this with different people and stuff. Hopefully we could do you here again next year. It would be great.
That'd be
Get you
great.
back on the island for the next reunion. But before we go and wrap this up,
Or we can tie him down to the bunks at the bungalow and he can't catch his flight.
we got to get you a better place to stay next
Well,
year.
I don't know. He might like it there.
We-
Kryptonite.
My lawyers hit me. He said no bungalow talking. I told him.
So before we go, we're going to tell one fun story that maybe you guys never heard before or what, but I've never told this story with Mr. Mandolph. So we had this crazy idea on your table in Luana Gardens to take some old records
Oh wow! I don't know where are you going.
and we drew on the record. Mine, I believe, said ChillTown. Chill and Town in the record. Chill and Town. Okay? What does yours say?
Okay, yeah, it said Whistler.
So this was, who came up with this idea? I don't know. But this is what we did. Put the record down on the table in Luana Gardens. We drew the artwork. Big chunky ass letters. The chunkiest letters we come up with. Candle. X-Acto knife. Heat it up. Cut right into the record. Around the letters. And popping pieces out. So the rim around the record was intact.
Circle with your name in there.
But the name
What?
and the label held it together. So the rim around was still there.
Yeah.
The label was still there where we drew a label. We drew on the label. And the letters were cut out. So there are spaces in between the letters. So mine said Chill and Town, 12 inches. Yours said Whiskey. We burned the hell out of our fingers for hours doing this on this hot-ass X-Acto knife. And we were hell-bent on doing it because that night there was a big party.
and we ended up putting the gold chains around them.
We were going to wear these records like Flavor Flav wore a clock. We were going to wear these records to the party. It was going to be mind-blowing, right? Everybody was going to be like, holy shit, where'd you get that? Right? In our minds, okay? So we make this, burn the hell out of our, then we tie gold chains to the rim of the record, wore that around our neck. What do? We went to the party, Eric Dean playing, and we partied. He's dancing his ass off, we're rocking. I really don't remember anyone's reaction to it. Do you remember anyone's reacting to our records?
You know, to be honest with you, no. And maybe they were, but we were so much fashion icons that I think what we stepped in and did, a lot of people just got numb or used to. They're gonna dress like that. They're gonna look like that. They're gonna come like that. They're gonna have their phone number shaved in the back of their head. They're gonna have, you know, you know what I'm saying?
That's true. So when we come into the party with these records, right? We're dope. Having a great, and you know what? These brittle ass things survived the party.
I was just thinking that.
No, mine broke.
Yours broke at the party.
Mine broke at the party because I danced.
Right.
He just was. I was.
So mine survived.
Yeah.
Now this.
You still have it?
No. I'm gonna tell you.
Oh.
This was the plan. Go home, take the chain off of that, maybe put it in a frame, hang it up on the wall because it was dope. It looked nice. It was awesome. Mission accomplished. I get home. I'm 30 minutes late. So when I come in the door, my dad stayed up.
Oh, hell no.
I love my dad. He wasn't a mean person, but I pushed his buttons, and he would get mad at me a lot because I pushed all the boundaries. So I remember walking into the apartment, walking down the hallway in Wailuku, and I didn't know my dad was up, turns around on his lazy boy, and he's got the remote control in his hand, and he goes, "You're late." And I said,
Oh, hell no.
I was like, what can I say? You know what I mean? It was a great party. There were girls everywhere hanging with my boys. Take a look at this, Dad, right? So he goes, "You're late." And I go, because there's nothing I can say. And before I can say anything else, the remote control is flying at me in full throttle, like a missile. And I'm not talking about Roku remotes. I'm talking about old school, big-ass remotes. This remote is flying at me, directly at me down the hall. And before I could even react, this thing hits me square in the chest, the remote control. And the record goes into 1,000 pieces, flying everywhere. And I remember just looking at him, and he's pissed off, and I know I'm in trouble, but so what? I'm always in trouble. And I'm looking at all the pieces everywhere, and the chain is pathetically just kind of hanging on my open-ended chain on right and left. And it's just, and I remember, I just looked down.
I remember getting the phone call about it. He was mad about that.
And I remember looking down at the 1,000 pieces of records and my burnt hands for nothing. And I just turned around and went into my room. I was just, I got nothing to say in this moment. But
I remember that.
It lasted for one glorious night of partying with our thing. And it was a lot of fun, man. But anyway, thank you everybody for joining us on this first ChillTown Roundtable for Hev B Wyld. Pharaoh, no longer the young Pharaoh.
Nope.
He's the Pharaoh Papi now. Mr. Mandolph.
Yes.
I'm DjBlast. Thank you everybody, and we'll see you next time. And until then, be good and be good to each other.